Okay. So today's session for the day is we are going to talk about 12.6 resistance of a system of resistors. So we have already covered series resistor and parallel resistor. So we have covered two subtopics, part 1 and part 2. Today we will be discussing part 3rd of 12.6. It is going to be a blue section question. Okay? So blue questions we are going to complete today of 12.6. So today we are going to discuss part 3rd. Part 3rd of what? 12.6. We are still have not started with 12.7 and 8. We are stuck with 12.6. So let us start that. So we have blue questions for those particular section. So we are going to solve blue questions from page number 216. Okay, so give this title in your notebook. Page number 216 in text questions. In text blue questions, page number 216. So we will solve these first in our first session, and in the second slot, we'll be taking the next subtopic, that is heating effect of electric current. So let us start. Now I want you to do one thing. See, we do not have time. Suppose these questions are, suppose let us say it will take some time for me to make you understand about the questions and about the answers. But we do not have time that suppose after suppose explaining this particular question, I cannot give you separate time for writing down the answers. So what my suggestion is that once the answer is complete on the screen, you take the screenshot of that, and from that screenshot then you can later write it down in your notebook. But I won't be giving you separate extra time for writing down in notebook. Okay? See, we have so much syllabus to cover from physics that if I waste my time in giving you, suppose let's say some excuse for writing down that answers, it will consume a lot of our time. Okay? So be smart. Whenever the answer is complete, take a screenshot from your mobile, and then later on you can write down that answer. Okay? From that image. Chalo. So we'll start with first question. There are total 5 questions and each of them is important. So let us solve. First question is, judge the equivalent resistance. What is equivalent resistance? Equivalent का मतलब क्या होता है? Total resistance. They are asking us, judge the total resistance when the following are connected in parallel. So they have given us two combinations and they are saying they are connected in parallel. So 1 ohm and 10 to the power 6 ohm are connected in parallel. Then they are saying find total resistance. Then 1 ohm, 10 to the power 3 ohm and 10 to the power 6 ohm are connected in parallel. Then find total resistance. Okay? We already know the formula for parallel resistance. It is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So let us take the first value. First value is R1 value is given as 1 ohm, R2 value is given as 10 to the power 6 ohm. Okay? So what I have done is, first I have written how many resistors I have and how many values I have. So in the first bit, A bit, I have only two resistors which are connected to be parallel. So one is 1 ohm, second is 10 to the power 6 ohm. What about the second combo? Second combination is of three resistors. 1 ohm, 10 to the power 3 ohm, 10 to the power 6 ohm. We just have to connect them in parallel and find out total resistance. It is very simple. All you need is formula. Okay, so what would be the formula for this? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. And what about this? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So let me put those. Formula for this is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is the formula for total parallel resistance that we already know. In this case, there are three resistors, so I have to add one more, 1 by R3. Okay? Now, let me put the values of R1, R2 in this formula. And for the second bit also, I will put the three values here for R1, R2 and R3. So consecutively, simultaneously, we are going to solve for both of them. Okay? For both of them, we are going to solve simultaneously. What about this one? Let me put the values here. So the values after putting is R1 value is 1, R2 value is 10 to the power 6. So I have written it. In the same way, I have written values for R1, R2 and R3 also. Okay? 1, 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 6. Now next step is what? I have to take LCM. Okay? I have to take LCM of this. So I can just cross multiply here. 10 to the power 6 plus 1. Okay? That will be the answer. What about this? There are three numbers. So hence I have to take LCM. So LCM I will take as 10 to the power 6 here. I will take LCM as 10 to the power 6. So let us do that. In this case, I have cross multiplied 10 to the power 6 into 1, 10 to the power 6. 10 to the power 6 into 1 is again same, into 1 into 1 is 1, so plus 1. This is the calculation for the first part. What about the second one? So I have taken LCM as 10 to the power 6. Now, in denominator, what value you have is 1. If you want to convert this 1 into 10 to the power 6, I have to multiply numerator with 10 to the power 6, just like LCM. So it would be 10 to the power 6 plus. How much should I multiply 10 to the power 3 to get 10 to the power 6? 10 to the power 3. So I have multiplied plus 10 to the power 3. And what about the last step? It is already 10 to the power 6. So I just need to add whatever the value I have, plus 1. But 10 to the power 6, I have to represent it in the actual value. Okay? Means how many zeros I have to add after 10? If it is 10 to the power 6, there should be 6 zeros, right? So I have to put those values here. So let me put those. 10 to the power 6 means what? 6 zeros after 1. So you can see 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 zeros plus 1. Again, 10 to the power 6 is written as 6 zeros and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1. What about this place? So 10 to the power 6 is nothing but 1 and 6 zeros. What about 10 to the power 3? 1 and 3 zeros. 3 zeros, why? Because it is 10 to the power 3. 3 zeros. 1 would remain as it is. This 10 to the power 6 is again changed. Now just I have to add it. Okay, whatever the numerator I have, so this value plus 1, and then I have to add these three values plus 1. So let me do that. So calculation is very simple. All you have to do is add this particular number with 1. So that value will become 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1. The denominator will remain as it is. In this case also denominator will remain as it is, and addition of this will become 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 from the numerator. Now division of this number is very simple, but see, our formula is, in the formula the value of RP is in reciprocal. Okay? To find out the value of RP, I need to take it to the numerator side. Okay? I need to what I can say, take reciprocal of this. I need this RP to the numerator side. So I will do that. I will take this RP to the numerator side. Okay? How? By taking reciprocal. So I have taken reciprocal. So whatever was present on the denominator side, it will go to the numerator side, and numerator value will come to the denominator side. Upar niche. Why? Because we have shifted this parallel RP to the above side. You can see I have taken reciprocal here, so I have to also interchange these values. Upar niche karna padega. So I have done that. In the same way, in this case also, I have done numerator and denominator exchange. That is taking reciprocal. Now, this number is less than this. Okay? This value in the denominator is greater than this. So if we divide it, okay, it's a simple calculation. I can understand that you might be feeling that this number is so big, but actually this calculation is very simple. All you have to do is, this number is less than this. So that means the calculation will start with 0 point. Okay? You cannot take 10, so you have to take value as 0.9999. Okay? Very simple. So that value will become what? 0.999, and in this calculation also it will become 0.999. Very simple. So in both the cases we have found our parallel resistance. Okay? Total parallel resistance is how much? For the first case it is 0.999, and for the second case as well it is 0.999. So you take the screenshot of this. It's a very simple calculation. Just have to do is take the formula, put the values, take LCM, and do the rest division. But make sure you are taking reciprocal at the end. Some students, what they do is they calculate this answer and they forget to take the reciprocal. Do not do that mistake. It's the simplest silly mistake student does in 10th standard. Okay? Do not do it. So take the screenshot of this particular answer. Later on, you can write this down in your notebook. So till that time, give me response in chat box. Have you understood this? All you have to do is put the values in the formula. There is nothing to explain. Okay. Now let us proceed for the second question. In second question, this is little bit difficult. So I will explain it to you what is exactly happening, and then we'll solve it. They are saying an electric lamp, then a toaster of resistance 50 ohm and a water filter are connected in parallel. So they are saying there are three devices and they have connected them in parallel. And what is the voltage source? 220 volt. And they are asking let us first focus on this. Okay, the first part. We will talk about the second part about electric iron later. First, we will say that these devices are connected in parallel. So let me show them. See, first they have said is electric lamp. So I took electric lamp. Resistance they have given 100 ohm. So I have written that as well. What is the second device they have said to us? It is toaster. Okay. So toaster I have also taken. What is the resistance of that? 50 ohm. Third device they have said is filter, water purifier. So water filter is also given 500 ohm. So let me take that. After this, they are saying we have to connect them in parallel. Parallel means what? That their starting point should be connected to one another and ending point should also be connected to one another. So let me do that. So what I have done is I have connected their starting points because I want to connect them in parallel. In the question it is given. And they are asking connect these devices to how much voltage? 220 voltage. Okay? So I will add that voltage source at the bottom. So let me add that. So this is 220 volt. So this is actually is the meaning of the first para. Okay? That they have connected lamp, toaster and purifier to a 220 volt source. And each has its own resistance. And how they are connected? Parallelly connected. Now, what is the next part? Next part they are saying, what is the resistance of electric iron? So they are saying there is a fourth device or a chautha device. What is that device? Electric iron. That means is three. Electric iron connected to the same source. What they are saying is an electric iron is also connected to the same source that takes as much current as three appliances. Matlab they are saying there is one another device electric iron which requires the same electricity which is required by these three devices. So that means suppose if these three devices require 5 ampere current, so they are saying electric iron also requires 5 ampere current. That is what they are saying. And they are asking us to calculate this current. The resistance of the electric iron they are asking us to calculate, and they are also asking us to calculate current. So let me show that in another diagram. So this is the electric iron they are saying. They said it is connected to the same source, that is 220 volts. So I have already connected that. Next thing they are saying that current is same, whatever is flowing through these three devices is also flowing through this iron. So let me show that whatever the current is flowing through these three devices is also flowing through this particular electric iron. So I have shown that current also. So that means if we find out total parallel resistance here, RP value, then we can find out this current. ठीक है, current मिल जाएगा. If we calculate parallel resistance, we can find out current ना by Ohm's law. We can use the same value to substitute here I value. ठीक है? So first what we'll do, we will find out total parallel resistance of these three. That is the first thing we'll do. So let us do that. So I will put the values as whatever the resistance values were given. Let me give it a number. ठीक है? I will call that bulb resistance as R1, then R2, then R3. R1, R2, R3. So you can actually give anyone, you can give R1, R2 and R3, but I have given them serially, R1, R2 and R3. What is my main step? I want to know what is this current. For this current, I have potential difference V, but I need resistance, total resistance. So what I will do, I will find out parallel resistance first. Okay? So with the formula of 1 by Rp, I will find out total parallel resistance. So that is my first step. So let me do that. 1 by Rp is what? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Let me put those values. ये सबके values तो है ना हमारे पास. So let me put that 100, 50 and 500. 100, 50 and 500 that we have, we can put it here. So 100, 50, 500. What is the next step? Next step is to take LCM. ठीक है, LCM has to be taken. I will take 500 as the LCM. ठीक है, 500 as the LCM I will take. So upper calculation will become 10 5s are 500 plus 50. How much are 500? 10s are plus just 1. ठीक है, so 5 plus 10, 15 plus 1, 16. 16 by 500. So calculation is becoming 16 by 500. But it is in reciprocal here. ठीक है, it is in denominator, so I have to take reciprocal. So this will become 500 by 16. ठीक है, reverse case of this. So 500 by 16. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to divide it. I'm just going to keep it as it is. ठीक है, but for now, ठीक है, at least we know the table of 16, so we can go for the division. So answer will become as what? We will divide by 2. 2 8s are 16 and 2 250s are. I have divided them with two table. 2 8s are 16, 2 250s are. Later division 2 4s are 8, 2 125s are. Okay, so this is the division. Now I can again divide it 4 3s are 12, 4 1s are, and then 2 5. So that would be what? 31.25. So calculation, final calculation is 31.25. That is my parallel resistance, value of RP. Okay, that we already know. Now we are interested in current. We can use Ohm's law for this. Okay, what is Ohm's law? Total parallel resistance 31.25. What is the formula for Ohm's law? V is equal to I into R. Okay, VIR. But in place of R, I will use the value of RP, because if you are taking total potential difference, you have to take total resistance of the circuit. Total resistance लेना पड़ेगा. Then substitute the values here. What is the value of V? 220. I value we want to calculate. What about RP? RP value is given as 31.25. ठीक है, but you can take it 125 by 4 also. ठीक है, for calculation purpose. So I will put that. So what is the value of I? V by RP. RP will go into division. Now let me put the values. What is the value of V? 220. RP 125 by 4. So I have put 220, and in place of RP, instead of taking 31.25, I have taken 125 by 4. Why? For simpler calculation. You can take it 31.25 also. But to divide 220 by 31.25 will become very difficult. So you do one thing, you take RP value as 125 by 4. It will become simple for you. Now I can shift this 4 to the upper side. Will go to the numerator. So it will become 220 into 4 divided by 125. Now I can again divide this with the which exactly which table? I can divide with 5 table. Okay? So 525 are and 544 are 220. Now I can just multiply it again. 4 4s are 16 plus 1, so that would be 176. So 176 by 25. So it will become 176 by 25. Now I can again divide this 176 by 25. Answer would be what? 7.04. ठीक है? 7 means 175. एक बचा है, point दिया, फिर बाद में वो 10 हो गया, then 0, it becomes 100. 25 4s are 100. So last final calculation is 7.04, and this is current. So unit should be what? Ampere. So current answer is 7.04 ampere, right? So this is what actually we have received. So let me put this particularly in our calculation. Okay. So according to our calculation, the total resistance of the circuit is coming as 31.25. In the last slide, we have taken that, right? Take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this calculation. Okay? So that you will understand it. Okay. Kushi, what you are asking, sir, in every question, we have to take reciprocal. Yes. If you are talking about parallel circuits, then you have to take the reciprocal. It is in the formula only, no? What we can do about it? We have to take reciprocal. Okay, now let us go for the understanding part, because we still need to calculate resistance of electric current, electric ion, and also we need to find out current through it. तो एक चीज तो मिल गई हमको, ठीक है? What we have received current. They are asking us to find out resistance of this ion and current which is flowing through this ion. So this value of I we have already calculated. What is the value? 7.04. 7.04. Now what students do is they make a very funny mistake here. They try to calculate resistance of this ion separately. Actually, there is no need to calculate resistance in this particular question of this ion. They are asking us to calculate resistance, but you can write down directly. No. See, in place of these three devices, we are replacing with ion, right? Electric ion. In place of bulb, toaster and purifier, we are keeping electric ion. एक इस्त्री रख रहे हैं तीन चीजों की जगह पे. So whatever the combined resistance they are having, that is actually the value of R4. So there is no need to calculate R4 here. What is going to be the value of R4 here? It would be 31.25. No need to calculate. Some students again use the formula of Ohm's law. They put V as 220, I value as 7.04, and then they get the resistance value as 31.25. And what is the need? That is the simplest silly mistakes you can do. Okay? So even if you go with Ohm's law, you will get the answer as this, but there is no need. So what would be the current? That we already know, it is 7.04. And what about this resistance? You can use Ohm's law, but there is no need. What is the answer? 31.25. This one. Because you are replacing these many devices with only one device. Obviously that device is going to have combined parallel resistance. 31.25. Okay? So take screenshot of this as well. So current value through that electric iron is 7.04. And what about resistance? It is 31.25. Okay? Very simple to do. Okay, now let us go with the third question. In third question, they are saying, what are the advantages of connecting electrical devices in parallel with the battery instead of connecting them in series? Okay, students, can you do me one favor? Do one thing. Please put a star mark to this question. Okay? For this third question, put a star mark. It's very important. It is asked in CBSE exam so many times that I cannot just highlight it. So many times it has been asked. They always ask this, that what are the advantages of parallel circuit over series? They always ask this. And you should pay special attention to this question. Okay? So do me a favor and just star this question, write it down as very important, and we will discuss now. So main advantage of parallel circuits is what? First advantage is that the devices will keep working. Okay? That advantage we know. So let us discuss first advantage. In parallel circuit, if one device stops working, other devices will still work. ठीक है? Other devices will keep working normally. तो ये पैरेलल सर्किट का मेन फायदा क्या है? If one device stops, खराब हो जाता है, if one of the device, still all other devices will work. बाकी के सभी डिवाइस काम करेंगे, even if one device fails. That is the main advantage of parallel circuit. But in series, this is not the case. If one device stops, all the devices stops. ठीक है? So in series circuit, if one device stops, if it is not working, all other devices will stop working. Okay? That is the first difference. What about the second difference? Second difference is that potential difference is same. You already know what is same in parallel circuits, potential difference. So that means every device will get same potential difference. That is very important. Okay? Main advantage of parallel circuit is what? Potential difference across each appliance is equal to the supplied voltage. The other meaning of this statement is what? Potential difference is same for all the devices. It's a great advantage. Now you might ask me, sir, what is the advantage if potential difference is same across all the devices? How does it matter? Now suppose I will just give you example. In your home there is TV, then there is, suppose it's a oven, then there is electric motor, then there is AC, then there is fridge, refrigerator. So not every device will require the same kind of potential difference. Means current I'm talking about. So not every device requires the same current. So for all of these devices, you will require a separate power source. Why? Because each device requires different electricity. So you have to create separate circuit for each of them. मतलब fridge का circuit different, TV circuit different, then suppose computer circuit different. This will cost us too much. ठीक है? So the cost of building such kind of separate circuits for each of these devices, it is going to be too much expensive. ठीक है? हमारे बहुत बस के बाहर हो जाएगा. So what simple cheap way there is? A very simple way, a very cheap way for this is connect all these devices in parallel. Connect all these devices in parallel so that every device will get the same potential difference. That is the thing which we are talking about. So internally the resistance we can change. Okay? So there is no requirement for separate circuit. Each device will still get different electricity. How? Because each device will have separate resistance box inside it. So all you need to do is maintain potential difference same. And how we can achieve same potential difference? By using parallel circuits. Okay? Only by using parallel circuits we can have the same potential difference. So that's a great advantage. Any third advantage? So third advantage we also have. You already know that total resistance in parallel circuit is always less. Resistance बहुत कम होता है. If you connect all the devices in parallel, total resistance will be less. That is the another advantage. But in series circuit, resistance increases, total resistance increases. So the three advantages of parallel circuit is, you take the screenshot of this. Meanwhile, I will explain it. First reason, what is the main advantage? That if one device stops, still other device will work in parallel circuit. Second advantage, potential difference is same across all devices. What about third one? Total resistance. Total resistance of the circuit is reduced. ठीक है? Total resistance is reduced in parallel. Parallel में कम हो जाता है. That is also another reason. And suppose, let's say, if you're asking me, sir, if resistance decreases, what is the advantage? Advantage is very simple. No, if resistance decreases, that means more electric current will be available to our devices. मतलब हमारे मोबाइल को, for our computer, more electricity will be available if resistance is less. So this is the advantage. If resistance decreases, it's a good thing. ठीक है? And that is available only in parallel circuits. Okay, so give me response in chat box. Have you understood till this moment? Can we proceed for the fourth question? Okay. Sanskriti, what you're asking, if one resistor stops working, still other works in parallel. Yes, that is the main advantage. Prathamesh, what you're asking, if we connect in the parallel, the whole circuit will not switch off. I'm not understanding your question. About you do one thing. Again, write down that question. Okay? Properly. Ask it properly. I'm not understanding what you're trying to ask. Okay, so let us go for the fourth question. Fourth question is, how can three resistors 2, 3 and 6 ohm be connected to get 4 ohm and 1 ohm? Okay? So we are trying to get 4 ohm and 1 ohm combination. They are asking us, connect them in such a way. We have three resistors, 2, 3 and 6. They are asking us, connect them in such a way that you will get total resistance as 4 or you will get total resistance as 1. ठीक है? मतलब क्वेश्चन क्या है समझ के लो. पहले हमको इस तरह कनेक्ट करना है कि हमको 4 ओम मिले या फिर 1 ओम मिले टोटल रेजिस्टेंस. So let me show you how it can be done. What we'll do, we'll take these kind of questions are to be solved by trial and error method. ठीक है? So first we will connect them in series. Let us do that. So what I have done is, I have taken 2, 3 and 6 and I have connected them in series. Now let me take the total resistance of this circuit. It would be what? Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So what is the value? 2 plus 3 plus 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. Okay, 2, 3 plus 6. So answer would be what? 11 ohm. Now go with the question. Did we need 11 ohm? No, we need 4 ohm or 1 ohm. 11 ohm nahi chahiye. That means we cannot use this combination. This series combination we cannot use, because that is not asked in the question. So let us go with the second procedure. Second procedure is what? Connect them in parallel circuits. Okay? So we can connect them in parallel. That would be R1, R2 and R3. So these are connected in parallel. Now again use the parallel formula. What is the parallel formula? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Put the values there. So it would be 2, 3 and 6. What is the next procedure? We take LCM. Okay? Let us take LCM as 6. So I have taken LCM as 6. So that would be 3 plus 2 plus 1. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. It would be 6 by 6. Final answer would be 6 by 6. Those will be cancelled. So value of Rp would be what? If we take reciprocal, answer would be what? 1. Okay? The final answer is coming as 1 ohm. Now again go to the question. Did we need 1 ohm? Yes. In the second bit we need 1 ohm. That means answer for the second question is, answer for the second subbit, that we have to connect them in parallel. If we connect them in parallel, we will get 1 ohm. समझ में आया ये? So take screenshot of this. So answer for the second bit is connect them in parallel. We are still, suppose we still need to solve for 4 ohm. How to get 4 ohm? Till now, we have tried two things. We have connected them in series. Okay, so that answer was not applicable for our question. We connected them in parallel. Okay, so we got answer for one subbit, but still 4 ohm is remaining. Now what I will do, I will connect one in series and two other I will connect them in parallel. Like this. What I have done is, I have connected two of them in parallel and one is in series with them. ठीक है. So I have connected 3 and 6 parallel and have connected 2 in series with them. You can see it is connected in series and these two are in parallel. Now what I will do, I will find out total resistance of this circuit. First I will apply parallel formula for this one. ठीक है, पहले I will write down parallel formula for R2 and R3. I will call it RA. RA is what? Combination of R2 and R3. ठीक है, parallel resistance. Let me put those values there. It will become 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. Let me cross multiply, or either I can take LCM of it. So it will become what? LCM I have taken 6. So 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. 3 by 6. 3 by 6 means what? 1 by 2. And what is the value of RA then? It is becoming 3 by 6. It will come as 1 by 2. So value of RB would be 2 ohm. ठीक है? I have to take reciprocal, no, of this. So I have taken reciprocal. So RA value is 2 ohm. Now this RA is connected in series with R1. So I have to apply now which formula? Series formula. पहले parallel formula लगाया. क्यों? Because R2 and R3 were in parallel. Now I have to use which formula? Series formula. So it will become R total. I will call it R total. Total resistance is equal to R1 plus. This combination we have already found. What is that combination? We are calling it RA. So R1 plus RA. So let me add those. Value would be 2 plus 2. Answer would be 4 ohm. Now see, that means for first subbit, we have to connect one in series and other two are supposed to be connected in parallel. So this is the answer for the first subbit, this one. So take a screenshot of this. This is your final answer. These two are the answers for your first and second subbit. So in the exam, if such kind of question is asked, all you have to do is you try different combinations. First connect them in series, then connect them in parallel. Then you can try a different combination like one in series, two in parallel, or two in series, one in parallel. That you can do. Okay? It is totally up to you how to connect them. So you will get the answers by combinations. Now let us go for the fifth question. Give me response in chat box first. Have you understood how to do this question? Question number 4. All you have to do is you have to connect them in different combinations. Okay? First connect them in series, then try with parallel. If both answers are not applicable to your question, go for a combined, what I can say, combination. Two in parallel, one in series. These things you can do. Okay. Prapti, give me this. I am not understanding your question. Didn't get second point. Which second point? Okay, Prathamesh, that is very much correct that in parallel circuits, the whole circuit will not get switched off. That is the main advantage. Salve, what you're asking, sir, we have to draw that resistor. Yes. These diagrams are required, no? How will the evaluator will give you marks? These diagrams are required. You have to draw them. Third question, which third question, Prapti? Let me check which third question you're talking about. Second point, I told you, no, potential difference has to be same for all the devices because each device has separate requirement. If we build separate circuits, the cost will increase. Okay? Hence, potential difference is kept same for inexpensive circuits. I hope that point is clear. It's very simple to understand. Keep potential difference same for cost saving. Now we'll go for the fifth question. Okay. Now fifth question is, what is the highest and lowest total resistance that can be secured by the combination of 4 coils of resistance? So they are saying you have 4 resistors, 4 ohm, 8, 12 and 24 ohm. They are saying combine them in such a way that you will get highest resistance and you will get lowest resistance. अब highest resistance how we can get? By series combination. हम लोग क्या कर लेंगे? For highest value, if you want to find out highest resistance value, you just need to connect them in series, and for lowest you need to connect them in parallel. So let me do that. So for these are the values given in our question. ठीक है, I have written that 4, 8, 12 and 24. So for both sides I have written. For highest, what is the thing we require? For highest resistance we require series combination. So we have to write down the formula, series formula. ठीक है, R is equal to R1, R2, R3, R4. What about lowest? We need parallel combination for lowest resistance. So let me first find out the value of RS. 4, 8, 12 and 24. 4 plus 8 is 12, 12 plus 12 is 24, 24 and 24, 48. ठीक है, series resistance. What about this one, lowest resistance? Take the value of parallel formula, put the values here, 4, 8, 12, 24. So that would be 4, 8, 12, 24. Now I have to again take LCM of it. So I will take LCM as 24. ठीक है, take LCM as 24. So value would be 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 1 is 12. So that would be 12 by 24. Now I can again divide this. 12 ones are 12 twos are. So that would become 1 by 2. So value of RP would be what? 0.5. RP का value क्या आ जाएगा? Take reciprocal, no? So RP would be equal to what? Instead of having 0.5, I have to just take reciprocal. So it will become 2 will go to the numerator side. Do not divide it here. Some students divide it. ठीक है? Do not divide. Take reciprocal. So the value would be 2 ohm. So that is the answer for your question. Take screenshot of this. To find out highest resistance, you need to have series combination. For lowest resistance, you need to connect them in parallel. We are going to have our second session on at 7:30, second period. Keep that in mind.